I had a chemistry-related drinking question, so I went to Paris to get some answers. Absinthe contains roughly 1% trans-anethole, which is part of what gives it its anise or licorice flavor. By the way, the impressive fountain here, that's just a very French way to slowly drip ice water over a sugar cube and into the absinthe. Ouzo, arak, pastis, raki, and lots of other drinks also contain about 1% trans-anethole, and they also do what the absinthe is doing here, which is very slowly getting cloudy as water is added. Eventually, this entire drink will turn opaque. Trans-anethole is very soluble in ethanol, so a bottle of absinthe or ouzo or whatever sitting on a shelf is going to be clear. But it's very insoluble in water, so as you add water and reduce the effective ethanol concentration, you are forcing the anethole to come out of solution. Now, if pure anethole were a solid at room temperature and pressure, what you'd get is solid anethole precipitating out of the drink, and that would defeat the entire purpose because you want to taste it, right? Luckily, pure anethole is a liquid, so what you get when the water forces it out of the ethanol is an emulsion, tiny droplets of pure anethole suspended in water. Now, these droplets are roughly the same size as wavelengths of visible light, so they scatter visible light, and so you get an opaque, cloudy, and some would say delicious emulsion. The most impressive thing about these emulsions is that they can last for months before they separate. Emulsions of oil and vinegar, on the other hand, separate in a few hours. And no, this is not because the drinks themselves contain built-in emulsifiers. Researchers have tried this with just 3 pure chemicals, anethole, ethanol, water, and the emulsions are just as stable, sometimes even more so, than the actual drinks themselves. We still don't know why these emulsions are so stable, but I am going to keep expensing trips to Paris until I figure it out.